was trying to go for like a brat makeup vibe today, and I don't know if I got that. Did I get it? Say yes. Okay, hi, hello, I'm Brianna. I like design, amongst other things, and we're gonna be best friends. So, what are we gonna be talking about today? We are gonna be talking about the iconic, the sensational, the phenomenon, the femininomenon that was Charli XCX's, Charlie's? I don't know. Charlie's Brat. Charlie's Brat. That kind of sounds fun. Charlie's Brat. It's like Charlie's Angels, but it's like Charlie's Brats. Oh, that's so good. Somebody needs to do something with that. Halloween's coming. Somebody needs to do something with that, right? Am I crazy? Maybe. But you're here and you're with me. So you're sort of in the crazy. You know what I mean? We're all here together. Okay, no, but seriously, we are gonna be talking about Brat because we have to. We are gonna be talking about the marketing campaign, the build-up, and the strategy during. Now, would I consider myself a brat? No. I would say I'm more of a likeness to Deng. Deng could be a brat if you think about it. It gives brat vibes to me. Anyway, so what the hell are we talking about? We are here to talk about the lead up to Brat, okay? Brat Summer. Everyone who was dubbed a brat. And why the hell was it so good? Why was it so good? Why was it so good? So without further ado, the Brat analysis. So the build-up to Brat begins in August of 2022 when Charli creates the 360 Brat burner account. This is so good. This was such a good way to introduce the concept of Brat. Because not only was it this exclusive thing, I mean, not everyone could follow it. It was only open to the public for certain periods of time. And Lord, do I wish I was a Charli fan because what I would give. But this burner account was sort of for like the mega fans to sort of come in and join the conversation early. And in this burner account, she was sharing Q&As. She was giving hot takes on the industry. This is a really good way to get the existing fans sort of introduced to the concept and sort of bring them in early to build hype. And I mean, when I say early, I mean early because that was 2 years ago. Oh my God. Fast forward to February 22nd of 2024. Charli hosts Party Girl with Boiler Room, okay? When I tell you that this was all over my timeline, I mean, I didn't even hear about this event at all, but after it had happened, oh my God, the amount of videos that I saw of Miss Julia Fox singing up a storm. But one thing that I think is so genius about this Boiler Room set, besides the fact that there was all this hype built around it and there was all these videos coming out about it, was the fact that Charli chose to collaborate with major internet personalities such as Julia Fox, but also such as Addison Rae. I mean, I'm obsessed with Julia Fox because I'm a chronically online girl, and I'm not like such a big fan of Addison Rae, but anybody who spends enough time on the internet would know who she was. I mean, I would think they were lying if they said they didn't. Honestly, that's a really smart thing that Charli has done throughout her entire sort of campaign run with Brat, was that she is constantly collaborating with people who are extremely relevant in pop culture. Now to go to the release of the cover, because that is the next stop on this journey. So the cover was released on February 28th, and when I say that the initial review was not great, the initial response wasn't good. It wasn't good, and rightfully so, because when you take a look at this cover, what do you see? I see horror. I see pain. It's not an easy to digest cover. That is the point, because trust, this was no lack of intention. Why this cover ends up working so well could be summed up all into one word, which is cohesiveness. And Miss Charli understands what that word means. Not only does this cover art totally encapsulate the themes that are in Brat, being confident, unapologetic, and bold, but also being imperfect and sort of being a mess. Charli's fans are chronically online people. That would be how I would define them in a nutshell. And this sort of has this edgy Y2K vibe to it, and I will say that that is probably one of the most trendiest aesthetics right now. This aesthetic really does speak to Charli's fans. And Charli's team actually takes advantage of the fact that this is so memeable, because they actually create a Brat generator, which then prompted people to just start making memes, like, of everything. And not even memes, but also profile pictures with their names in it. How do you think I made this? With the Brat generator. So this is just creating more buzz, pushing this concept out to the public even more. Then on May 10th, Charli releases the video for 360. And when I say this was so good, this was genius. Because remember how I said that Charli was really good at collaborating with big internet personalities throughout her run? Oh my God, the cameos that are in this video. Honestly, when I I heard about this video, I didn't even hear about it because of Charlie. I heard about it because of Quen Blackwell. And then I realized that Emma Chamberlain was in the video, and I said, what is going on? I need to go watch this. Another thing that I feel like Charlie does really, really well with Brat is that she does a really good job building the persona of it. And I feel like the inclusion of all of these really big internet personalities is genius, because not only are you sort of calling in these internet personalities, so then you're also calling in their fans by extension, but you're also sort of defining what it is to be Brat. I mean, you're setting the tone. You're basically taking a look at all the popular kids and you're saying, yep, that's Brat. It's genius. And this is when I feel like it started to get into the mainstream a lot more. And if this wasn't all enough, she also had the Brat wall in New York, which basically prompted fans to go out and find this wall, okay, try to take photos in front of it, and then Charlie herself revealed the location of the wall and then did a little performance there. I mean, this is genius. This is stuff of a genius. What this rollout shows so far is that not only is Charlie very interested in creating a cohesive image for Brat, I mean, everything is aligned, but she's also really interested in having her fans feel like they're included in the conversation. And that is the greatest thing marketing can do. When marketing can reach out and can engage and can make you want to interact with it, that is when you know that it's doing a good job. Her team also understood the language that her following was speaking in, and it was clear in the aesthetic that they chose and the avenues that they chose to market it down. And I think that's what people forget when it comes to marketing, is that marketing at the end of the day is just communication. And in order to actually communicate effectively to your audience, you have to be speaking the same language as them. Because after the album was released, not only did Charlie release a deluxe pretty soon after, but she also released several remixes and collabs with very prominent artists such as Lorde and Billie Eilish. Each were their own viral moment. She also made so many guest appearances. I remember seeing her on Emma Chamberlain's podcast. She was doing album signings. She was riding around the Bratmobile. She was making public appearances at events. I could be wrong, but this was also the first time I remember seeing Charlie at the Met. She had a TikTok dance going viral. I mean, honestly, there was a lot of places that you would look and you would find Charlie. She also did a number of live shows. One of the first ones that I remember seeing was that clip of her and Addison just during that scream. If you want to see it for yourself, here it goes. She's also on the Sweat Tour with Troye Sivan. There was a very consistent outpouring of this. Not to mention the fact that she was also involved in politics. When Kamala started her presidential campaign, Alex went straight to X and said, Kamala is Brat. And literally within a few hours, the Harris campaign started to jump on that. I mean, this was becoming a part of politics, a part of US history. And what's so badass about all of this is that it's so authentic to Charlie herself as an artist. And I think that has been something that she has been trying to do for a really long time, which is just be herself and still be mainstream pop. And the way that Brat really subverts the genre while also really communicating with the fans and creating fun interactions all along the way, it creates a campaign that becomes addictive. You want to see it everywhere because you feel like it's a conversation. It's something unfolding before your eyes. And it's not speaking at you, it's speaking to you. It's not trying to shove something in your face, but it's trying to involve you in a conversation. And so it wasn't just that Brat was everywhere, it was that everyone was involved in the conversation. It didn't matter if you'd been listening to Charlie for a long time or if you'd just been a newcomer. Boy, girl, president, deng, you could be a Brat. So if I had to sum up the Brat campaign in 3 words, it would be cohesiveness, interaction, and authenticity. And that, my friends, is some good marketing. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm tired now, I'm done talking, but I will never be tired of you, ever. So subscribe, and then we can spend more time together and we can do this more often. Okay, I love you. Good night.